I didn't mean to write a book. I was transferred to India as a 15-year-old from the communist Poland, with nothing available, to an abundant India at that time. I say abundant because it was colorful, beautiful smells, beautiful weather, colonial life, servants, clubs, horse racing, you name it. For me, this was an unforgettable transformation. I married an Indian girl later on, Anita Agnihotri. I had a very, very unique and interesting life, for a young boy that came from the communist world. And after many years have passed, I looked at my life and its many, many turns, and I said, Andre, it would be good to write an introspective, just see where you came from, where you are, what it made you, what it didn't make you, the mistakes that you made, and I made thousands, trust me, thousands of mistakes. So I said, let me all write it down. Well, I sat down, I started writing, and before I knew, I wrote like a 200 pages, and I looked at it again, and some journalists that I've posted it to just to have a look at, they said, well, you know how to write, this is how I decided to publish a book. I published it in Polish, English, and German. Well, it's the beginning of my journey with the book, and the friends that read it, they find it really, really good. I look at it in a different way, in a different perspective, because these are things that actually happen in my life, and somebody says it's extremely unique. To me, this was like reality. A Polish film producer, Mr. Kwiecicki from Action Studio, has actually made a script out of it in Polish and English. It was accepted to be filmed as a major film and also as a series. And due to financing, that project didn't ever start. But nonetheless, it still has a lot of potential. So is that life worth filming? Well, it may be, it may be not. That's not the point. The point is that I wrote an honest memoir from my heart, without a censorship, without trying to be polite, without being diplomatic. I just wrote things down as they were. My first wife, Anita Agnihotri, she didn't praise me for some of my adventures. Well, some of them I didn't praise myself either. But my goal was to be honest. And since this was supposed to be an introspective, I didn't see any reason for diplomacy. I didn't see any reason to be polite, so to say. So it is raw, and it is down to earth, and it's most of all, it's true. So perhaps you'd like to read it one day and understand where I've come from and why my life went the way it went, because this is the life of the 70s. It's a different life, a life without smartphones, internet, computers. We all existed in a reality which was a lot more free, I feel. We were not on the leash of social media. We were not on the leash of being accepted by thousands of people. We were just accepted by a few friends or by our immediate surrounding. The lack of internet didn't allow us to speak to large audiences. But you know what? It was a good life with a normal phone that stood in your house and sometimes rang and sometimes it didn't. It didn't give you the 24-hour supervision of the big brother. I feel the 70s is a world gone, a world that we relish. I mean, people my age and people that went through it, and the younger generation perhaps understand it more as history, but they already are in a different reality. So, you know, I didn't mean to write a book. I wanted an honest look at myself and uh, decided to share that with you. So I guess I'll see you soon. Bye bye.